gracious me!
What is going on, guys? TVM here. Welcome to another episode of The Road to Glory. I'm not quite sure what this episode is going to be necessarily, because at the moment it's just gameplay. We went from having very little to no gameplay to all of a sudden I've got too much gameplay. So, with that in mind, there's a few pre-recorded games on screen. We will go into a live game in just a second. If we can smash 25 likes on this video, that would be amazing. Let's do it. Come on, you know you can do it. Get it done. Right. First comment is actually the top comment, which I considered, and then when I looked into it, I thought, no, not doing that, because there's someone else I want instead, and we'll talk about that in a second. But the comment is, buy Fernandinho to replace Decora. He would be perfect for your squad. Now, Fernandinho looks good on paper, but when you look at his in-game stats, he's not that good. And there is another player out there who is about triple the price, but is a better fit. And we'll talk about that when we go live in a second. Now, do I think, says Ronan Morgan, that Gelson Martin's SBC is worth it? No, not in the slightest. Even if this was an 83 rated team only, I would still have gone, that's a bit expensive, because he's not a player that plays that often for Atletico anyway. I think he started one game in their opening few of the season. He hasn't played that much at all, and I don't think he'll be that good anyway. Even if he gets 2 informs, he'll still lack massive fundamentals for me. So I've stayed clear of it, even on my main account where I've got loads of coins and FIFA points left and players up the wazoo. I'm not touching it. It's too expensive. Ridiculous. I can't believe anyone would even consider doing it. Absolutely mental. Now, people are saying on corners, drag the defender, or not drag the defender, drag a player to like as if you're going to take a short corner, which then creates space at the front post. And I've been doing that, but I still find it difficult to put the ball in the back of the net, which is slightly frustrating. Most people seem to have this sort of overhead kick corner routine sorted. I'm not quite sure how they managed to get that every single time against one or two of these people I've played. They whip the ball in from the corner, and it's every single time they have their one particular player. It was a Champions League Wijnaldum who kept doing bicycle kicks, and they kept connecting, and they scored twice from it as well. We went into penalties, and I actually saved 3 penalties in a row, and I cannot believe I did it. And then we scored 3 in a row. Itchy nose both sides. And we managed to win that game. But I am scraping through some of these games by the skin of my teeth. It's quite mad, really, because I'm going to test live games here in a second. I think I'm going to do 2 live games in this episode, because I did squad builders on my main account, and I recorded them live, and I managed to win 5 of my opening 6 games. So I'm 5-1 on my main account that I don't even care about doing well in. And on this account, the one I really want to do well in, the pressure is getting to me. And unfortunately, we're not doing as well as I'd hoped we were going to do through my division rivals form. I started the game in a 4-5-1, had to switch it back. It just wasn't working for me. I'm thinking of switching formations actually to a 4-4-1-1 to get a little bit extra help up front, because I'm feeling a little bit isolated. We managed to go 2-1 up in this game where I really didn't deserve to. The guy was decent, he had a fair share of possession, and then unfortunately in the second half I actually turned it round and I felt like I was in control, and then we conceded. But look at this, 119th minute, Dani Alves runs over the ball and scores with about 35 seconds left on the clock before we were going to go into penalties. I couldn't believe I'd scored that, and I honestly was waiting for me to concede again, but finally we managed to pick up a win without going to penalties, although we did get very, very close to penalties. So as I mentioned earlier in the video, I have an idea of a player that I want to replace Decora. Now, that's the formation I think I'm going to go into the next game with, or at least the formation I would want to go into the next game with if I went and bought the player here. So Decora, a good card, don't mind him at all, decent little player, but I think now we've got the money, it's time to upgrade. Now, people saying put Fernandinho in there, he would work well, he fits, he links with Talisca, he links with Paulinho, he gets the Premier League link, but if we go and look at Fernandinho, there are a few things that I'm not a massive fan of. The normal card as opposed to the Champions League. The first thing, 3-star skills is fine, 4-star weak foot is okay, high defensive work rate is great, 5'10" is a little bit on the short side. I like to have a really tall player there, but his stamina. And I know that 79 isn't terrible, and 76 strength is, again, a touch on the low side. And I know that they're not terrible stats, but for the sheer amount of running that I make my central midfield players or my CDMs, whichever way you look at it, do, 79 stamina is not going to be good enough, and I'm going to need to bring on a sub. Because if you look at Paulinho, he's got 92 stamina. If you go and look at Decora, he's got 93 stamina. And they don't ever get subbed off during a game because they are more than capable of lasting the full 90 minutes. I control them more than I control any other player in the game, and I'm constantly running back and forth with them. So even though Fernandinho's price right now, okay, it's a little bit inflated to what it normally is because, of course, we're in the middle of a weekend league and people are like, oh crap, CDMs are actually quite important, so I need to go buy one. 33,000 coins, I think, was the cheapest. We could go and do some, well, we say we could, we can't anymore. We could have done some Champions League packs in hope to pack him, but I don't really want him anyway. The player that I want to get in this position is, you guessed it, 85 rated Fabinho. Again, fits perfectly, but look at the price first. 88,000 coins. So he's going to cost us double, if not triple the price of what Fernandinho will cost us. However, 93 stamina, slightly more on the old strength, but just better at defending and ball control and all the rest of it. Good short passing. Doesn't have the long shots and the shot power that Fernandinho has, I grant you, but I would much rather have a defender in there who can run for days than a player who can actually take shots. We've got Paulinho, who is not that bad from distance. He scored he scored 3 and 7 for us, considering he is was playing as a CDM. That's not too bad. We've got other players in there who can score goals as well. Now that we've got Paulinho in there, by the way, it gives us an option up front. We can actually put any single Premier League player in there. Maybe we can't now. I was going to say we could have in the other formation, but we can't. I was going to say we could put any Premier League striker in there that we want, but we can't. Maybe Arnautovic could be a good option, but then at the moment I'm not that bothered. Like 25 goals, 13 assists in 40 games isn't a bad return for a 79 rated player in Foot Champs. That is the player that I want to bring in though, Fabinho. I'm not going to do it in this episode. One of the main reasons I'm not going to do it in this episode is I want your opinion on it first. Do you think I'm just spending far too much money? It's nothing to do with the fact that he's a Liverpool player. I couldn't care less what team he plays for. It's just the fact that he's got 93 stamina, better stand tackle, good interceptions, and he fits the team. I just feel like that's a better player to get in there. Arguably, we could... we'd have to fix something over here, but we could end up putting Miranda over there, getting rid of Laporte, and then putting Skriniar in there as well, getting rid of the right back and replacing him with maybe Aurier or something along those lines, so we can get a link to Lucas. That would be a thing that we could do. Maybe we'd have to wait and see. But there's options. Then we've got options, especially in this formation. But let me know what you think down below. Is Fabinho a good purchase or not? At the moment, this is the team I think we're going to go into the next game with, and I'm going to see how it performs. I haven't played FIFA today, so this is going to be interesting. We're definitely going to need to apply a fitness card. I do have an Italian league team that I could try, but I don't really want to rock the boat right now. Interestingly enough as well, I used Alan for the first time yesterday, and that guy is brilliant. So I would really love to get Alan into the team if I could, but I don't think I could get him into this team. Alan and Paulinho in the same side together could be something magical. I'm pretty sure I could build a team with Paulinho, Alan, and the rest of the sort of right-hand side in, because they're all Brazilians, right? And I could fit Handanovic in because he's from the same league. But I would have to get rid of the Premier League contingent and maybe just go into either a full Brazilian or maybe go into the Italian side of things. Could be interesting. I will try and get that Verdi card as well. Verdi has a one-to-watch card in the, I think it's the objectives, if it lets me click on them. In the weeklies, we have... Oh, where is he? There he is. So we get an 81 rated Verdi. Wait, 81? He was 80. I saw Nep's video yesterday, and he was 84 rated. Have they downgraded him? I thought we were going to get a little bit of a boost on Verdi. That could have been interesting, but now it's just going to be an 81. Anyway, though, I still want to do it by scoring in 5 separate rival wins. I'm not sure if that counts weekend league as well, so we'll have to go into separate rival matches throughout the week and do that. But we've got 6 days to complete it. Not that bothered. We're up to 153,000 coins now. We've sold a couple of players here, nothing too drastic. I think I do have, there's a few other bits and bobs left to sell. You have to get back on that bronze pack method as well. But for the time being, our record, as you can see, where is it? Nope, record's not there. Let's go back. The record is 4 wins, 7 matches played. So we are 4-3 right now. And I said my intended target was 14. Like, that is the optimum. That's where I want to finish, because I want the 2-player picks. And of course, we'll get automatic qualification, and we'll have 150k pack, 2 35ks, and 30,000 coins. That is massive, because then, of course, a couple of days later, we get division rival rewards as well. This Road to Glory will start to really kick on once we do that. But the way that I'm playing right now, I genuinely wouldn't be surprised if Silver 1 is where we end up being. The difference in 3 wins is astronomical. An extra 10k coins, an extra player pick, an extra 35k pack, and instead of the Jumbo Premium Gold Players Pack, which is a 25k, you get a 50k. So the difference between those two is mental. So if I continue on this form, I will hit 14 wins. It's just a case of keeping my cool. My opponent for this live game is an interesting one. It's not the best team I've ever seen, but it's not the worst by far. He's got a lot of players we use in there, and Stark, that defender, looks really nice. Back through the middle to Anderson. First time effort, and it's a good save from the goalkeeper. Oh, ball played into the middle here. Teixeira has put my defence under a lot of pressure. I tell you what, I cannot get the ball out of my half at the moment, and he's just scored. I cannot get that ball out. Every single pass I make is going straight back to him. Right, now we've got a chance to shift here because we've got some space. Talisca through the middle. I'm going to give this to Teixeira back. That was actually a shot, and it's gone up. It's gone up for a throw, and that was a shot. Anderson, play it, mate. Thank you. Paulinho to Lucas. Whip this ball in, win another corner. To be honest, I'm glad we won a corner. I didn't actually want to whip the ball in. It would have been pointless. Let's bring someone short again for this to draw the man. Play it near post. Oh, we got a goal. I don't know what happened. I think Paulinho scissor kicked it against the bar and Talisca got the rebound. Very cheesy, but if that's what I need to do to win, then that's exactly what I'm going to do. Teixeira. Can I send him on a run here? Bang. That's a free kick if ever I've seen one. He's literally holding him back. Very angry. Oh, Decora again. He's been an absolute giant, and we're going into extra time. Well, why not indeed? If he's onside, that is a brilliant bit of football. But unfortunately, it's not really it's not his forte. That's the thing. That's why Teixeira is not good for me. It doesn't suit the formation at all. Ball through the middle, and he scored a goal. And I stem that error to Teixeira not being able to hold up the ball. He's not that type of player. We've got a huge overlap here with Malcolm. Can I dink that back into the area for anybody to get their head on it? We had 4 people in the box, and the defender, the only defender, manages to head it clear. And surprise, surprise, we've lost 2-1 in extra time. I'm annoyed. I'm very annoyed. But I think it's probably my own downfall, to be honest. I'm the reason I've lost that game. I'm not one of these people who will blame the game. Oh, it's AI defending. Oh, the passes are not going where I intended them to. You're just bad at the game. That's why you're moaning. So I'm not one of those people to do that. Yes, I was playing passes that weren't going where I intended them to. But is that my fault? Am I just not aiming in the right places? Probably. And I didn't take the chances that I had. 11 shots, 6 of them on target. And I only scored 1 goal. I need to be better in front of goal. And Teixeira, I've decided, doesn't work. In this formation, he's not good enough at this level. I've just gone and bought myself Marko Arnautovic. Reason I've done this is A, he fits into the team, gets the chemistry from Felipe Anderson. But he has 83 strength and he's 6'4" with 4-star, 4-star, and high attacking work rate. So he'll want to stay forward, but he has the strength and he has the skills and the weak foot to be able to do some damage. He's not the best in front of goal, and he's by far nowhere near the quickest player that I've got in my team, but I feel like this type of player could benefit me more than what Teixeira could. Teixeira will drop to the bench so we can bring him on if we need to. I've set up the 4-4-1-1 as a preset. So if we go to attacking, we'll go into a 4-4-1-1. Basically exactly the same shape. So Lucas will be on the right, Anson left, and Arnautovic, Talisca in the centre. And then, of course, Paulinho and Decora, they're told to stay back while attacking. I feel like that formation gives me a little bit more support for Arnautovic because Talisca's further forward. Everything else pretty much is exactly the same. So that is going to be my preset for attacking. So if in-game I want to change it, I can now just go to attacking as opposed to pressing start and moving things around and rushing to get it done. Right, in order to stay on track, I need to win this, and it's a very strong Premier League / Spanish League team. Ball down the outside here to Anderson. That first touch was absolute garbage, but we have just gotten one of the softest penalties and a red card. Oh, thank you. I'm not religious in the slightest, by the way, but thank you so much. A red card for Vertonghen and a penalty. I'm not saying we're going to score it, but the red card might help me out a lot here. So the penalty is going to be taken by Paulinho, and we've dispatched it. Thank you. I'm not very good at penalties, so that needed to happen, but that's big. That is big. And Arnautovic is not going to have the pace Teixeira had, so stuff like that is going to be a problem. Paulinho forward, though, to Lucas. Ball into the box is a decent one. It doesn't fall to any of my players, but we do have a massive, massive gap to work with in the centre of midfield. Back to Decora, into the feet of Talisca. Drags it back, goes for goal, and it's a save from the keeper, but we have to really make this pressure count now. It doesn't quite get there, but we do get it back. Anderson on the turn. Good effort, just wide. Decora, good footwork from him. Lucas, Arnautovic to Decora. Why Decora feels the need to run forward, I don't know. Honestly, I feel like the game is pulling my players out of position and forcing my team forward because he has 10 men, so it wants to give my opponent a chance. Genuinely, that's what it feels like. Can we close him down, please? I swear, if he scores, I can't believe this game. I genuinely cannot believe it. I'm going to lose this game. He's not getting any of the ball. The only way he's ever getting it is if the ball bounces back to him off silly things like that. Unbelievable. Oh, he's done me proper there, and he's turned, and somehow Handanovic has made a save. Comes into the box, and we have... Oh, wow, he's just missed an open goal. Mendy. Little 1-2 here. Decora needs to play this back to Malcolm quickly. He does. He's got some space to touch it into. Puts the ball in towards no one. Paulinho wins the header, and Arnautovic is there. Rebound is a goal, and he's onside. I've never been so happy to score a goal in my life, and it's the substitute Verdi who's literally, that's his first touch, and he's scored. And I cannot believe I'm in this situation against a guy with 10 men. Close him down, please. Nope, we've just conceded another goal. This guy's got 10 men. This guy has 10 men. Teixeira through to Arnautovic. Good heel to heel. He's in on goal and misses. Of course he does. I'm not even surprised. Ball from Dani Alves. Header. Goal. Well, that is cheese on a cracker. It really is. But we've scored, and Laporte is the goal scorer. I'm making a meal of this. I really am. I've had so many chances to kill the game off. Decora runs after it. Goes in for a 50-50. We've won the ball. Game, rather. We've won the game. I thought it was going to go to extra time. And I thought I was going to lose. And I'm so relieved I've won that game. Did I deserve to? Probably on the whole thing, no. Because I've wasted so many chances. And the guy fought all the way, despite going down to 10 men. I've played people like that in Rivals, actually, who have quit before I've been allowed to take the penalty, so I don't get the win. I'm so glad he didn't do that, and commiserations to him, because to be fair, I probably didn't deserve to win. So to de-stress a little bit and to actually have something to do in this episode that isn't just gameplay, I've decided I'm going to do a 2-player pack. I've used players I don't think will be required anytime soon for SBCs and things. I'm kind of hoping that EA drops something at 6 o'clock tonight. It is a Saturday though, so I'm not holding my breath, and especially tomorrow because it's Sunday, but Monday will have... I think Monday we'll have something, and we'll have rewards and things. I was honestly expecting, because this is the only thing they dropped yesterday, of course, was this Gelson Martins one to watch SBC, which is it's available for 6 days, which is mental. But I mean, look at that, 83 overall and an 85 overall. That is going to cost so many coins. I would love to see the statistics of people who have done this. Because outside of hardcore Atletico fans and YouTubers creating content, I genuinely don't think anyone would be willing to do this. You'd have to be a few sandwiches short of a picnic to want to complete that. So, hopefully they continue the content. I'm not hoping for massive things, but just something. I honestly, like I said on Friday, I was expecting the first Prime icon. Just a Prime icon, or maybe even a foot swap item or something along those lines. Let's open this and get absolutely nothing, shall we? No walkout, which is to be expected. No boards, which is also to be expected. French centre-back, it's going to be Matteo, maybe, if that's how you say it. But either way, I mean, it could come in handy because he's obscure nation from different league, and we get Forrest, who's going to be absolutely useless for the right mid position. I mean, it would be easy for me to sit here and do more of them, but I'm not going to. I'm going to leave it at that. Let me go have a very, very quick look at what we have in Rivals so far, because obviously we get 400 points for a win or a loss in the Weekend League. So we have accumulated 3,600 points purely from playing Weekend League matches so far. We haven't played a single game of Rivals yet, and I will do so Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday if we need to. I don't know what we're going to be on points-wise, and I don't know what the threshold is going to be. I'm never going to go for rank 1, so we can ignore that. If we hit rank 2 in Division 4 this time, I don't think we're too far from... Yeah, we need to sort of watch ourselves. We're not too far from relegation, so we do need to be careful there. But if we can hit rank 2 this week... And by if, we will definitely hit rank 2 this week. So we can either take the 50k coins, or we can take 135k, 150k, and 1 jumbo premium gold pack, or the untradeable is basically 2 of everything. I'll probably end up taking either the... Depends what we get in the Weekend League rewards, but I'll probably either take 50k coins, or I'll take option 2, which will be a 50k pack, a 35k pack, and then a 15k pack. But if we can finish gold 3 in Weekend League, we'll get ourselves a 50k pack as well. So there's a lot of potential here. One more win gets us silver 3, which is our first player pick, and that's the first milestone. The second milestone then will be silver 1, because that's automatic qualification. And then the next milestone and the final milestone will be gold 3. If we can hit that, I will be over the moon. Incidentally, if I get a chance to hit gold 2, I'm not going to do it. I don't see the point in giving up my 50k pack for 2 55k packs. I'm just if I've got games remaining and I can hit gold 2, I'm not even going to try. I'm just going to leave it alone, and I'm going to go play Division Rivals and stay with gold 3. Although on current form, I don't think that's going to happen. 5 wins, 4 defeats. We can do it though. 14 wins is the target. If you are playing Weekend League, let me know what your current record is and how many games you've got left, how you're playing, whether you're happy with your record and things like that. And in tomorrow's episode, where we basically finish off the gameplay, or maybe not finish, but we'll have a lot more gameplay. I'll cram a lot more in highlight-wise, and we'll just talk about some things in tomorrow's episode, maybe do some SBCs if they release any. So I'll read out some of your records and what your thoughts are on Weekend League. If you have enjoyed it, do me a favour and keep the hype going on the road to glory. Smack that like button, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and until the next time, goodbye.